message you back with a new list, and all will be well. You can just choose another one. Let's go rest outside of Suran first. Actually, where can we rest? Give me a rest. Thank you guys for participating in the giveaways, and a few of you for singing along, I'm sure, in the giveaway karaoke. Now let's rest here until healed. Now, who are we? What are we doing in Suran? Avon. Oh yes, the mayor of Suran. Is he in here? The temple, probably not. Now, a Squirrel Eye, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, so good to have you stopping by. Can you please tell me what... Shit. Okay. Why do I have 40 gold bounty? Why? Why? I just don't know. Oh, see you later, Phantom Darkness Dasher. Thanks for watching. And, hacking the giveaway, the super giveaway earlier today. My rest has been interrupted by what? Well, I fully rested, pretty much. Very close to that, anyway. Let's just find the government building. Oran Manor? Who are we looking for? Avon Oram. So, clearly this is the correct place. Avon. No, Miss Rivaso. Rivaso Arion. Klalugard. Avon Oram, where are ya? Nope, not out there. The House of Troubles. Nope, not a skill book. Nothing here. I was thinking of stealing something, but let's see. Through this way. Ah, Avon Oran. Here we go. Avon Oran, whatever his name is. I don't know. I don't know. So you, Avon Oran. Greetings. I understand you were sent to help with the trouble we're having with bandits in Suran. The bandits have been attacking from Saturn, which is northeast of here, just over the mountains. Kill Daldur Saris, and the raids will end. When you have killed them, report directly to me, and I will give you 1,000 gold and bounty. So, Saturn, which is northeast, kill Daldur. Easy peasy. Should be easy peasy anyway. Northeast, you say. Now, which way is northeast? This way. I have never discovered this place, it seems. This is not on the map. For a new place to discover. Over the mountains, he says. Far over the misty mountains cold, 2 dungeons deep and caverns old, we must await a break of day to find our long forgotten gold. Okay, I won't poorly sing any more of that. I always get certain tones wrong in that anyway. I'll learn it properly. I'll learn all the lyrics. Oh, he seems excited. Do we want to deal with... Oh, let's deal with this guy. Hey. There you go. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, he's coming to me now. This dodges spells amazingly cleverly. Oh, hi. Aren't hobbit holes in New Zealand? Yeah, there are. There are hobbits. Hobbits are in New Zealand. Lord of the Rings was actually in New Zealand. The movie. I'm not talking about, like, you know, the actual place is the movie. It is New Zealand, rather. I'm not saying that they just used New Zealand to film it. It's actually Middle Earth. Is this the place then? Baal-Ur. No. So I'm looking for Saturn. I mean, this is kind of northeast, just over the mountains, though. Guess we need to go more east. Perhaps along one of these paths. You might think. You might be led to believe such a thing. So if New Zealand is Middle Earth, why are you wasting your time in the US? Well, I mean, it's pretty dangerous here in Middle Earth. What with the goblins and orcs and trolls and things like that. So, you know, it might be safer to just stay in the US where there's just terrorists everywhere. Is that a sword or a knife? It's a long sword. It doesn't look very long because of the lightning thing on it, but it's actually pretty long. I'll show you it. Hope's Fire. One of the most powerful weapons in the game, I do believe. And it's, along with the other one, whatever it was, True Flame. Along with True Flame, it's the... Well, where is it? True Flame. It's the, you know, prized weapon from the Tribunal expansion. Maybe it is down there. No, I don't think so. Probably further to the northeast. On guard, Guar. Let's check the local map, actually. Saturn, there it is. It was south. South along the path. Yeah, I like this weapon better, though, but it's just that it runs out of charge. Oh. You know, so I switch between them. You know what's interesting? Usually when I do a giveaway, like, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 people leave, it's not so bad because I don't super advertise giveaways all the time. But this time, after the giveaway, like, 8 people came in once it finished. Or once they finished, because there was a bunch of them. You can't see the stream, Yankee? Well, I mean, you've never seen that running animation? Which running animation? This one. It's because I'm running very fast. Well, if I could move, that'd be great. There we go. On guard. There you go. So this is why this is... It's probably the most powerful weapon in the game. I'm not sure. Umbra might... No, Umbra wasn't as good. And it was two-handed. And it still wasn't even as strong as this. I'm just obliterating people with this sword. That I totally earned fair and square. They came in for more singing. Well, maybe. Who am I looking to kill here? Makrodula? Daldur Saris. Must die. On guard!
Now you're going to get it.
Am I? These guys and girls. These people. Oh, he was just summoning a creature. I thought he was going to cast a spell on me. On guard. And that's why you shouldn't be a mage. Alright. You there. On guard. Oh, he paralyzed me for a second there. There we go. Got him. Daldur Saris. Was that him? I think that was the guy. Let me see here. Daldur Saris. Got him. Easy peasy. What do I mean I didn't get the sword squarely? Well, I totally got it fair and square. Don't worry about it. Well, I didn't cheat or anything to get it. I'll tell you that much, but kind of though. I basically, okay, I'll explain. I went to the Tribunal expansion not knowing that I was really low level compared to what you should be there. I was about level 20 when I went there, and you should be like level 30 when you start the expansion. So I'm level 26 now, so I'm still not even like, where I should be to even start the expansion. But I went and did it anyway. I ended up getting through most of the expansion content relatively smoothly. I died like a lot of times stuff, but I got through it. But for one of the fights, I ended up, like, I was just getting destroyed every time. So I used a chameleon 80% ring, or amulet, and beat him just by being invisible. He couldn't even find me, so I just killed him that way. So that was basically an exploit to kill that guy. Then I was able to defeat all the other content, except for the final boss. Oh no, the final 2 bosses. I couldn't beat them, so I just put the difficulty down. Which is the first time I've done that, by the way, in this whole playthrough. And I was disappointed that I had to. But it was either that, or leave the Tribunal expansion for a while and come back, and I don't really want to do that because I have to travel through all the same shit again. You know, screw all that crap. So I decided to just lower the difficulty, do that part, and then finish the Tribunal expansion. Anyway, I have defeated the bandits. You have brought justice to Daldo Saris and his bandits. House Hlalu thanks you, Greva Hogrand. Here's the bounty money we agreed on. Can you train me? Interesting. How close am I to leveling? Not too close. What's the Bible thump? He's crying with tears of joy to see you, Oren. You gotta admit, if this game had Skyrim graphics, it would be absurdly good. Well, it'd be pretty good. It really does lack content density, though. That's the major problem with Morrowind. None of the Elder Scrolls games are perfect, for me.
I will listen.
That's the problem. That's the main problem with Morrowind, is it totally lacks content density. Totally lacks content density. Like, you can walk for miles and not find anything of interest. So, you know, that's the main problem with Morrowind. Certainly, if you stick to the roads and you fast travel any places that you've already been to, then you'll find a decent amount of content and side quests and things. But even then, it's not that many. That's something that Skyrim did extremely well. Was content density. Something I am waiting to see if they've done well in ESO. Apparently they haven't. But also apparently they'll patch in a ton more side quests later on, so that'll be okay. Anyone else super hyped about the possible uses for OpenMW? Never heard of it. Don't know what it is. Graphics don't make a game, it's gameplay. Yes, that is correct. Says the guy who spends $6 million on building a hyper powerful computer just to make games look good. Oh man. Do 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 do. We can probably just climb this mountain and get a bit of a shortcut towards Aldrune, because we need to return there to get more Fighters Guild quests. Well, I could have stopped by Vivek and gotten some in there, but I'd rather do all the Aldrune ones. You know, I've done all the Balmora ones. Do all the Aldrune ones, then do all the Vivek ones. Let's just follow the roads. It's going to be faster to follow the roads. Oblivion's content density was absurdly good as well. You made it your mission to go into every cave, fort, etc. that you passed by. So many places. Nice. I think, I don't know. I think Skyrim still did it better than Oblivion. And that's, you know, that's coming from a guy who Oblivion is my favorite Elder Scrolls game. So, OpenMW is some teams' attempts to make an open source thing that is functionally identical to Morrowind. Why would I be excited about that at all? If you want more Morrowind content, there's mods. There doesn't seem to be any point in an open source Morrowind game, because it's already like completely mod. Bethesda, they're best at making their games moddable. So, not to be a downer, but that seems entirely unnecessary. Like, if they wanted an open source RPG, they could have just made like Fable or something, one that isn't open-ended anyway. Graphics are important, though some games that are unplayable 20 years later because games just age terribly. I don't think graphics will ever make a game totally unplayable. Like, I really, really enjoyed Arena. Even though its graphics were absolutely horrendous and its audio was just about as bad, in fact maybe even worse. It, you know, graphically and audibly, I suppose, it was an absolutely horrendously bad game. But the gameplay was really good, and I greatly enjoyed playing through the game. And the pacing of the game was good, and it, you know, it gave you a carrot to chase the whole time so that you weren't ever lost. Like I've been a few times in Morrowind, like I certainly was in Daggerfall. Good God. Daggerfall, they just totally removed the carrot. You don't know where you're supposed to go. Don't know what you're supposed to do. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but that's what happened to me. You know what? The problem with Skyrim isn't the balancing and all that kind of stuff. Because if it sucks to be a mage, you just lower the difficulty. Like, the difficulty slider is just HP for creatures and damage for you and stuff like that. You know, it's easy. So if your class isn't balanced, you just lower the difficulty. The problem with Skyrim is the content quality. There's a ton of content, and it's all over the place, but most of it is samey. Most of it is very samey. Go into a dungeon, kill 100 Draugr. What? Kill 100 Draugr, then kill a boss Draugr at the end, and get a shout and some loot. That was most of the content in Skyrim. So that was where Skyrim faltered. And that's why I like Oblivion more. Because it has very asimilar content. I'll ruin it this way. I'll ruin it this way, I remember. The difficulty slider is another problem. Well, yeah, it's a problem in itself that it doesn't actually improve the difficulty of the game. It doesn't make enemies more intelligent or anything like that. It only increases their health, decreases your damage, stuff like that. But that's my point with spells being underpowered. You can just slide the difficulty down and boom, now your spells are balanced, you know. It's not a multiplayer game, so how you modify the difficulty is not going to affect anybody else. So I see no problems with that. Well, there's certainly something to be said for games being played vanilla, but just because it was the way the game designer intended it, doesn't mean it's the best that the game has to offer, as can clearly be demonstrated with Skyrim and mods, mostly not content mods. Gameplay mods can greatly improve the game. The content mods aren't so good most of the time, but the gameplay mods can greatly improve the game, in my view. There will be a perfect game one day, and you know what it'll be? Sex Simulator with the Oculus Rift and you know, all that kind of stuff. That'll be the game that everybody enjoys. Unless they're like super embarrassed about, you know, sex. Then they wouldn't. If they're brought up in a deeply religious family. Something like that. I don't know. I guess there's some people who wouldn't want to play a sex simulator. But I'm sure there's a lot more people who would. Anyway. I'm here for advancement. Nope, I'm here for orders then. I have a small task for you. The Empire charges the Fighters Guild with keeping the forts and mines supplied. Would you be willing to take a load of flint to Elith Pal mine? Sure. Here's the flint. Deliver it to Dangor. He's a Bosmer who works at the Elith Pal mine, which is on the base of the Red Mountain, just west of the Zainab camp. The Zainab are the ashlanders of the Green Graysons, between Red Mountain and the eastern coast. Zainab camp is inland, halfway between the coast and Red Mountain. Here, let me mark it on your map. The nearest settlement is the village of Voss. You can get a ship from Sadrith Mora to Tel Mora. In Tel Mora, ask a local for directions to Voss or Zainab camp. So, it's just west of Zainab camp, the miners, on the base of Red Mountain. 6 game. Pro tip, max stamina. Yeah. Did he please? Did he please? You know you'd have your hands all over that game in a second. Wait, so what are we looking for? I completely forgot already. Mine, Zainab camp. West of Zainab camp. Of the Green Grayslands between Red Mountain and the eastern coast. Zainab camp. So that's where Zainab camp is. And the thing is west of Zainab camp. So it's over here somewhere. Oh, lamppost. Wow. Wow. If you have a girlfriend, she probably doesn't like it very much. Just so you know. With that kind of attitude towards that. Damn. Faster the better. They call me the Minuteman. Hey, isn't that right? Lamppost. That's why Facebook was invented. Booty calls. I don't think that's entirely what Facebook is used for. Although, you know, I mean, the Facebook audience is growing and growing towards elderly people, so maybe those elderly people are getting super horny. They're wanting to hook up with all their elderly neighbors over Facebook. Want to organize their... I can't even go any further with that because it's just going to get too graphic. It's going to get too graphic too quickly. There's not even a rate at which you could get to that level of graphicness. Graphic? Graffiti? I don't know. Rafiki? I don't know. You can't even ever get close to that level. I'm not even gonna do it. I could do it, but like I don't want to. Is what I'm saying. And nobody ever should. Ever. Alright, put him up. Put him up, see? Alright, we just need to keep heading west now. If he has a girlfriend, he probably doesn't like himself too much for that decision. Well. Video games are your girlfriend, Lamppost? Wow. So, are you Japanese then? Is that... You got one of those Nintendo 3DS's with a girl on it? You know? A girl simulator? I hear they have those. A man, like, married his DS or something like that. Or married a virtual girl on a game that he had on his DS, something like that. I don't know exactly what it was. Guy in Japan. Japanese always do that kind of crazy shit. I almost... Don't even... See, I've still never seen that Death Angel Killer, and I'd rather not know too much about it. All I know is that it's horrifying from my friends have told me this. They haven't told me about it, though. And I want to never know. Oh, come on. Come on. Just have no friends, Lamppost? Where are your friends here? I would consider many people in the stream right now my friends. Don't attack me. Okay. So, there's no... You shouldn't be concerned about not having any friends. When you come here each day and everybody greets you kindly and all that. Of course, it's important to have real-life friends too. But, you know, you got some friends here. Now, let me rest. You have friends who just don't go out. You know what? The most outgoing I'm going to do in the near future is going to be cycling around, like, to my friend's house to play some Pokemon. That's what I'm going to be doing for the next little while. God, it is completely black. See, I look on the stream and it's got the gamma correction. So it's like bright as day. But I can't see anything in the game. The only time you'd consider having a relationship is if she was a gamer chick, but at your age, they're all ugly, so you're screwed. Diddy, please. Diddy, please. That is quite shallow. I mean, you've already said that you care about looks greatly, so I guess, you know, but I mean, if looks are that important to you, you'll probably find a beautiful 30-year-old gamer girl at a gaming convention. Like, that's the best place to look. If you specifically would only really have a long-term relationship with a gamer girl who's around your age and who's not ugly, then gaming conventions are your best bet, because that's all the gamer girls, you know. It's pretty easy to spot in a crowd if there's a non-ugly person, I suppose. And if that's what you're going for, you know. I imagine you're going to start working out again once your leg's fixed as well, so, you know. I'm sure you'll be able to find a beautiful gamer girl if that's what you're after. I don't recall using teleportation, and yet there I was, alone. Naked. That's what the person just said over there. Let's rest. It's 3 AM. Let's rest for 3 hours so I can actually see something. When you screw a gamer girl, and then a couple hours later saying GG. Oh, Dallas. Dallas, Dallas, Dallas. You guys. You guys. You guys. You used to date glamour models when you were younger, you're so shallow when it comes to looks. Well, I mean, if it's not something you can fix, you just have to, as I said, once your leg's fixed, you work out, get super fit and all that. It won't matter that much. I mean, I would still consider it a detriment to be a shallow person, but I know you're not just a shallow person, but you just care about looks a lot, so if you can't really tolerate being with an ugly girl, or at least not a stunningly beautiful one, then you're gonna have to shape up yourself too. That's the only thing, really. Looks aren't so important to me, though. Which is probably something I'm gonna have trouble explaining to my eventual girlfriend. Because many girls seem self-conscious about that kind of thing. And if they were to say, you know, say I'm in a situation with my girlfriend, and she says, you know, does this dress make me look fat, or something? Or, I don't know, that'd be easy, because it probably wouldn't. But, you know, I probably wouldn't be the kind of guy to say stuff like, you're the most beautiful girl in the world, because that's just simply not the case. But, I don't know, a lot of girls would want to hear that, I guess, so, but I just can't say it. It's just a blatant lie. I don't know. But, you know, that's not that important to me. It's only like 5 or 10% of the actual person. Maybe not even, I don't know, maybe like 5%. So, you know, if a girl's super beautiful, that's like plus 5% in overall how much I actually care about her. But, you know, even if she's super ugly, the other 95% could definitely counterweight any bad looks. That's how I've always thought about it anyway. I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? You just would be honest all the time? See, that's I don't know about that, though. I don't know about that, because what if she's putting on a little bit of weight and you would go, oh, well, yeah. You know, I certainly know, because my weight fluctuates, as most people's does. And when my dad, because my dad's a bit of an insensitive bastard sometimes. Oh, you're getting a bit fat there. Like, that doesn't help me lose weight or anything. It just pisses me off. So, I wouldn't say that to anybody, let alone, you know, my girlfriend eventually, but I wouldn't say that to anybody. Just, oh, you're getting a bit fat. Unless they specifically ask, like, hey, you know, do you think I need to lose some weight? I'll be like, well, you know, you need maybe a little bit. Maybe you're a little bit unhealthy, but, you know what I mean. I'm not just going to tell people they're fat. They're probably entirely aware of it. You know, especially, as I say, with my eventual girlfriend. Wouldn't just tell her she's getting fat. Because she's probably entirely aware of it and stressing out about it. And many people do. It's pretty difficult to not be aware that you're fat. Or that you're getting fat. Putting on weight. In fact, whoever it is, you know, Tobik, you're permanently banned now. No. You know, the person who's normally most aware of your body is yourself, so it's not really necessary to tell people that they're getting fat or that they're letting themselves go and stuff like that. Maybe tell them what, you know, hey, you know, eating pies every day is not super healthy, you know. Maybe that's a bad decision. You could say that kind of thing. MMO player. I don't know if you guys all read that, but he said, I know it looks fade in time, but I'm still a douchebag in that area. I'm not even nice looking, got a fat head and look like a bulldog chewing a wasp. Well, I mean, you're certainly not as bad looking as you say right there, a bulldog chewing on a wasp. Although in your current injured state, what with not being able to work out, I mean, yeah, a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I reckon if you... no homo here. But if you just work out once your leg's all fixed, you'll probably look fine. I'm not going to go further than that because it'll start being a bit weird, but, you know. Thanks that playing dude for the follow. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people underestimate how much losing a bit of weight and eating more vegetables will change your looks. If you told me I was fat, I would say race me 100 meters and I would win. I would tell you to get fitter, then then before you judge my weight. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Some people are just built differently, and could be quite fit, even though they've just got a bit of, you know, a bit of fat. Or they could have quite a bit of muscle underneath that fat. Or be quite fast, or quite, you know, have a lot of endurance. Even though they've got a little bit of fat, and they look a bit chubby or something. They could just be, I don't know, how their body handles fat, really. So, certainly not everybody's going to be having six-packs and things. I don't think I'll ever have a six-pack. Although I'd want to have a flat-ish belly. That's basically my goal with my belly. Flattish. You used to look like some lad out of a UK boy band, and chicks used to dig that. Yeah, well, I mean, if you used to, then you obviously, as you get older, you don't look as good. Elith Pal, is that where I'm going? Yes. Obviously, as you look older, as you get older, you don't usually look as good, but you could probably get back to looking quite good just by working out and eating healthy and stuff. Not that you're not actually as ugly as you described. Jesus, the image you described there was like some next level shit. You're not like this hideous guy, in case you haven't noticed. But certainly not out of a boy band either. But you know, if you just work out and stuff, yeah. Or you could be a fat slob and just better than that skinny rat. That's true. That's also true. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I'm just delivering stuff. I'm not murdering anybody. Is it this guy then? Bothus Thorandus? Dangor. Where's Dangor? Oh. You're in an ebony mine. All the ebony belongs to the Emperor. So don't touch the ebony or the guards will kill you. Where's... Oh shit. I completely forgot I have like $40 bounty. So annoying. You've never been skinny. Actually, your weight was, when you were in shape, was 18 stone. Your body frame is huge. I have no idea how many stone are in kilograms, and, you know, I have no idea about the conversion between kilograms and stones. So, yeah. But I imagine that means you were still quite a big guy. And there are certainly big guys, like, big looking, like, if you saw them with a shirt and stuff on, you'd be like, Jesus, that guy's intimidating, but looks fat as hell, and then he's actually, like, mostly muscle. So, I can see what you mean. I actually know some guys like that. Like, for instance, Pedals, who lives next door, or he doesn't live next door, but he works next door. And he's nicknamed Pedals because his hands are like ginormous, you know, paddles out of a boat that, you know, knock your head off your shoulders. He's a huge guy, and if you just saw him, like, without paying much attention, he'd just look like a fat guy. And he weighs a ton. Weighs as much as a bloody truck. But he's actually just full of muscle.
Go ahead.
So, no, I definitely understand what you're saying there, Diddy. And obviously, you know, he's got plenty of fat as well, but it's not like, you know... Yeah, you know what I mean. Can I please get past the rat? Thank you. Did the rat just attack me? God, I can't even see. Get the sword out. Use it as a light. Oh my god. Leave me be, you damn rats and things. I need to find this guy and deliver his... whatever I am. 18 stone is 114 kg. Okay, well that's not even that heavy. I mean, depending on your height. Well, like, if a 6-foot guy were pretty muscular, like, you wouldn't even have to be that muscular as a 6-foot guy to be 114 kg, would you? And you're 6 foot and a half? Is that half an inch or is that 6 inches? And welcome, PBVJ. I can think of a certain acronym or initialism that your name might be, but I won't say it. Everybody can just imagine. Now, where the heck is this guy? Can you tell me where Dangor is? Nope. Is this Dangor?
I hope this won't take long.
Dangor! Are you here to deliver the Flynn? Yes. Thanks, Grandma Hogren. I've been looking forward to this shipment. Thank you.
I really don't have time.
Bit of a blue screen ghost? Oh, it's not worth fixing. The stream's almost over. The stream's almost over, just ignore it. I can't even see it, but I trust your judgment, Froggy, that it is there. I can't see it because the stream's so small on my end. But, yeah, just ignore it. Don't worry about it. Oh, we need this out so I can actually see. I still can't barely see anything. Down here. Excuse me. Oh. Onward, onward, I say. Okay, and up here, and I believe we're out. Thank you. Yeah, Diddy actually does have a really good voice. That's true. Even I must agree. He has a very good voice. So that's something that some people consider quite important when looking for a partner. The problem is, though, with your build, you lose weight so easy, but also put on weight easy. So being idle for 2 years now due to your leg has piled on the weight. Yeah, well, you know, I'm not. Yeah, I know you're obviously overweight, but that's why I say once your leg's better and you can go to the gym and start working out again, you'll go from fat to muscle in no time, I'm sure. You snarl all the time, but really you're not snarling. I don't hear it as a snarl. Certainly don't hear it as a snarl. A lot of slurring goes on, but that's certainly the same with me. But also, like, as if you're talking in a very throaty manner. That's what you call it, throaty. It's a very throaty voice. Whereas my voice is a bit more nasally than yours, you know, and certain people have more chesty voices. Or heady voices, and, you know, it's just like where you feel like the voice is coming from when you talk. So if I talk like this, that's coming more from my throat. But it sounds like I'm, you know, an idiot who's trying to put on a really deep voice. And right now my voice is a lot more nasally because my throat is fairly sore. So, of course, everybody has different voices as well. I sound I'm quite throaty in the morning. Quite throaty in the morning. Not nearly as much as Diddy, though. Never as much as Diddy. Really, you don't care about the way you look. What with being overweight does to your body, it's not healthy. Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree, Diddy. I really don't care that much about how I look, except for the benefit of my my future partner. Yeah, that's really the only reason I care about how I look. Is just so that when I have a girlfriend, you know, be sexy. Be sexy for her. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. But, yeah, I much more care about just being healthy and living a long, relatively pain-free life. If it can, you know, if the pain can be avoided, you know, because the less of a healthy life you live when you're young, the sooner you're going to start to have, you know, bad knees and bad hips and bad backs and all that, you know. So, the more fit you are as a young'un, and the more vegetables you eat and all that kind of stuff, the longer you'll last. Well, thank you, Froggy. I do try. I do try. A little bit at least. I occasionally brush my hair before the stream sometimes. I normally just run my hands through it. That's how I like to do my hair, by the way. You know, I brush it sometimes, like if it's right after a shower, because then my hands just get tangled in it. But, you know, if it's when I'm waking up, I just run my hands through my hair. Run my fingers through my hair to fix it up enough. Oh, it's good enough, and then put the top hat on. And that's enough. That's enough for me. Speaking of martial arts, by the way, Diddy just mentioned that he was going to take up mixed martial arts when his leg went bad. But I took karate for like 2 years or something. I ended up purple belt, white stripe, which is pretty good. It's certainly not even close to black belt, but it would be like, you know, getting up there. I think after purple belt, white stripe, you go purple belt, then purple belt, black stripe. Then it was Shotokan karate, by the way. Then it's brown belt with a white stripe, then brown belt with a black stripe, and then it's usually, unless you're training just intensely the whole time, it's usually a little while before you can get your black belt after that. But yeah, so yeah, up there in karate. I've certainly lost a lot of my ability to fight by now. It's been a long time since I've practiced any fighting at all. I'm not, you know, I don't want to fight. I just did it because it was a fun sport, you know. But I was pretty good, I must say. I dare say I was quite good. Not that I want any of you to challenge me to a fight when you eventually meet me at gaming conventions, because I'll decline. I will decline. What is discussing these days around here is these single-parent women who walk around in a huge... Yeah, I mean... Oh, it's time to end the stream, guys. I just saw OpNerd just booted up. So as soon as he booted up was when I was going to end my stream. So it's time to end the stream, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't leave just yet, because we're going to go straight to OpNerd's channel. No giveaways right at the end here. I know I said I might, but we did tons of giveaways today, and OpNerd's up. So it's time to end the stream. Come over to OpNerd's channel, guys. I'm going to refresh it even.